Hey guys, so I wanted to film a video today about the JET program statement of purpose essay. It's been a while since I made a JET program video, but I know this is kind of relevant to a lot of you and it's an important part of the application process, so I wanted to hit on just a few tips and tricks that I used when I was writing the paper so that I could get to my interview like I hope all of you can who are watching this. So the JET program essay is probably the most crucial, the most important part of the essay that you can write. Everything else is pretty black and white. The essay is where you can shine, where you can show off your personality, you can show off why you want to come to Japan and what you want to do. So I'll get right into it. I don't want to waste your time. I think there's really probably 4 elements to writing the JET program essay that are the most important. So the first thing I think is really important, and that's what's your motivation for coming to Japan? Why did you want to come here over going to some other country like, China or Thailand or somewhere in Africa or a European country? What makes Japan special for you? So what can be your motivating factor? For a lot of people, maybe that's anime, or you have family that lives in Japan, or you like Japanese history, you studied the language when you were young. And those things are really important because it shows the JET program interviewers why you are interested in this country, what motivated you to go there, and what your basic underlying fundamental reason was for coming to Japan, or why you want to go to Japan. And that can be anything. It can be about anime, it can be about your family, and the reason it can be that is because this is just your foundation, why you are excited, not what you're going to do when you're in Japan. So start off saying why you want to be here, or rather start off saying why you're interested in Japan, why you think that that motivation has evolved to the place where you can now apply for the JET program, and then in this same section talk about why the JET program is a good match for you. There's 1,000,000,001 different English teaching positions you can have in Japan. Why does the JET program stand out to you? What are the differences between the JET program and something else like NOVA or an Eikaiwa school or something like Interact? Tell them why it excites you, why you chose the JET program over everything else, and why you're a good fit for it. So after you have this first kind of body paragraph, because remember this all has to fit into 2 pages, the second part of your essay should focus on what you'll do when you're in Japan. So maybe you're excited about Japan for anime before, that's why you were interested in studying Japanese and why you really wanted to come here, but what you're going to do in Japan is going to be different from that. So you're going to want to take part in maybe community service projects, you're going to want to talk about what you're going to do at school, the kind of methods you're going to use when you're teaching on the JET program, the things that you're going to do that sets you apart from the other people coming to Japan. So are you going to be in community service projects? Are you going to go after school and be on that soccer team with your students? Are you going to take part in English quizzes and games and this sort of thing in your free time? Are you going to, what are you going to do that's exciting and motivating and will get your kids and your students interested in English when you arrive in Japan? And that kind of leads into the third part of the essay, which is backing up all of the stuff that you say you're going to do in the second part of your essay. So in the second part of your essay, you're going to talk about, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to be a great teacher for these reasons. I'm going to do these things with my Japanese students because I love teaching English. I'm passionate about it. I'm excited. And in the third part, you're going to say why you're excited, what makes you a well-rounded person, what makes you an interesting person, and what makes you a person that's worth hiring. So Japan and JET in particular want to hire people who are well-rounded so that when they show up in Japan, they can teach and they can do their thing and they won't have a breakdown and have to leave in the middle of their teaching career. And so in order to do that, they need to know that 1, you have extracurricular activities, maybe that you've taught in Japan before, that you've been in Japan. So what are the things that you've done that make you a flexible person, that make you capable of doing all the things you're going to do when you get to Japan? So you want to hit on those. Maybe you studied abroad, maybe you've worked a couple different jobs, maybe you've taught English to Spanish learners, or maybe you've taught English to little kids or something like that. Something that shows that you have that experience in the real world, and something that shows that you can do whatever it is that they're going to ask you to do when you come to this job. So that can be anything from sports, the teaching experience, whatever it is. And then lastly, for the final part of your essay, maybe the 4th section, you're going to want to talk about what you're going to do in regards to Japan after the JET program. So when you're done teaching in Japan, what is it that you're going to do that's going to keep you connected to this country that you spend time in? So maybe that's staying in Japan and continuing to teach. Maybe that's working for a Japanese company in Japan. Maybe that's going back to your home country and working in an international business or teaching English to Japanese students or doing something like that back in your home country. But whatever it is, you're going to want to make sure to tie that into your JET essay, because if you don't, what they're looking for are people that will have a continued investment in Japan and will continue to spend time coming to Japan, spreading the culture within your own home, and kind of working towards, continuing to pull in tourism dollars or financial finance, something that'll help the Japanese society, economy, and spread the word about Japan to everyone out there. So that's kind of 4 parts, guys. 4 parts to writing your essay. If you have any questions about the essay, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I also have a blog that I recently started that I'll link down below in the little information box, where I've kind of written a written companion article to this YouTube video. So feel free to check that out, guys. Inside that link, I have my own JET statement of purpose essay that you can read for an example. So if you're interested in seeing kind of an insider's take on this sort of thing, the essay that got me into JET, and also some more written step-by-step guides so you don't have to watch this whole video again, you can check out my blog in the little information box down below. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos about Japan or teaching in Japan or whatever it might be. Please give this video a like and share it around with people who you think it might be useful for. Guys, I gotta run to work, that's why I'm all dressed up. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.